Hello guys, welcome to Klaus Gaming. Today we're going to check out Animal Guards. It just released on Steam. It came through Kickstarter. I think it's a two-man team that made it and they got $25,000 on Kickstarter. It's an interesting game. It's a very slowly paced 2D sort of exploration game with a little bit of combat. I already played this game for 40 minutes, so I'll just go to the first area, show a little bit of gameplay and tell you what I think about the game as we go. So let's get started. Thistle, that's the narrator and main character. I am a hunter. I am a priest. My story is my own. On these strong lands, our guards have fallen. On these cursed lands, our guards are dead. And I use my voice for prayer. Look west, find morning. Look east, find terror. Look south, find hope. And in the north, a gate. So here we are in the game after that short intro. I think she talked about our gate in the north, and that must be the one up there that you cannot enter right now. Right now we're also on the overland map, and it actually takes quite a while to walk anywhere on this because you're so small. The game is non-linear, so I could head to the east here, where I would find a sword and fight some strange looking squares. If I head south, I'll come to a different area, and we'll do that right now, because I want to show you that, because I played about 35 minutes into that area. So I think that the strong point in this game is the visuals, and it has a pretty nice soundtrack and ambient sound as well. It's very relaxing in a way. But it has an extremely slow pace to it. The Lion Guard, so that's one of the animal guards that are cursed and that we have to fight. Gardens of Gwen, so Gwen must be the name of the animal guard. So here we pick up a cloak of flame. And we can press space and we do this dash. So we can't use a sword now. We could if we picked it up, and we could use it on the left mouse button. We could also shoot on the right mouse button if we had a bow. But in this area you pick up this dash move. And this is a save point, it's a circle. And over here I think there's a diary. No, it's a tip. Thistle, that purple water. Looks like some sort of poison. Yeah, so I like the artwork and the graphics a lot in the game. These masks look like it came out of African mythology. So here's the actual gameplay. We have to navigate past these poisonous beams, and we do it with a dash. And this is where I sort of get a little bit of a gripe with the game, because this first area, it's the same thing. You navigate these beams through the entire area, and I think it took me like 35 minutes to make it to the Lion Guard. And then the only way that they changed up the gameplay was that I could do a double dash, where you make the small dash and you keep space pressed in, and then you can do a dash that's a little bit further, and then you have to use that to navigate the beams. And when you get to the Lion Guard himself, then you have to fight him by going to circles, by, yeah, you guessed it, navigating these beams. And to be honest, that got a little bit boring. At least it did to me. And I was really hoping to give it a good chance to impress me, because I like the artwork so much, and the aesthetics and the basic concept. I like how they sort of made it look like you're playing through, yeah, African mythology or something like that, with these animal guards and the masks, and and the lush environments, and you can see it rains here, and there's some really nice ambient sound as well as a nice soundtrack. So here we made it to another save point. Yeah, I really wanted to like the game because it has all of those positive points. But it ended up not being for me, but it might be for you if you're a very patient person that don't mind that they don't change up the mechanics so much, and that you're doing basically the same thing with very little variation for half an hour. So now we made it to the other side of these. There's a diary in here. We'll go check it out. I think it's down here. Yeah, these are the little story pieces you pick up along your way. A diary rests here. It reads Diary 13 out of 18, Kingdom Above. Gardens, castles and waterfalls, life, flora and fauna. Sky Mirror will be a kingdom. It'll be the greatest kingdom that ever was. Our love for Jesu is undying, and yet Jesu has said many times, he is no king. He said that we are family, so imagine that. A kingdom without a king. Or a kingdom with the most benevolent king who ever was, Juliet. So now we could continue in this area here, and probably take us half an hour or something like that to navigate all of the beams and these platforms here that you also just use the dash to get to. But to be honest, that would be extremely boring to watch, and it would also be pretty boring for me to play through it again. So you see, when you hit a beam, you just return to the last save point. But it's just these purple beams everywhere, and it's the purple beams again when you have to fight the guard himself. So let's just head back out to the overworld, because you can do that at any time, and go to another area. So I'll show you 2 areas of the game. Now we're gonna go where we can pick up the sword. You can't do anything on the overland map other than walk, and I'll also show you that it takes quite a while to walk to the other area, which is obviously a design decision, but I'm not sure it's a very good one, because it takes some pacing out of the game. Even though it's very beautiful to look at, I enjoy the environments, and I enjoy the artwork here. But you can see it takes quite a while to walk. We're not there yet either. So here's the gate. So let's head in there. The snake guard. And in here, in the halls to find, the gameplay will be a little bit different. So here we picked up a Sword of Wind, so now I can actually use the sword on the left mouse button. So we head up here. They have a fixed pattern, I think, so we just need to hit them with the sword without getting hit by the... Well, I guess it's squares with eyes. Blue squares with eyes. And now that I killed all of them, this portal up here opens up and we can head into that. Silence their voices. And here again we have these masks that looks very much like they came out of Mythology. And I think it's really well done. This could be Greek or African mythology or anything like that. It has very... oh, so I just got hit by that square. So it put me down here again. Some of these takes more than one hit. And also the colors here. It's very much like what you see on the old Greek vases and stuff like that. Out of clay with the colors. I don't know if this little guy will come at us. No, he just sits there. Take him out as well. So yeah, even these fighting monsters here, it feels pretty static. I just wait for it to pass me so I can hit it with the sword. And I'm pretty sure I have to take out all of them, silence their voices to be able to move on. So maybe it's easier to hit here. I think I just hit him once there. Alright, so the green ones you probably can't kill. So let's just take out the blue ones. That must be the objective. One more hit. There we go. Here's a circle with a note. It reads log 1 out of 5 experiment. Moved the specimen to the caves today. Important to test the safety of the caves before continuing. These specimens once had doe-eyed faces. They were full of song and hope. Not anymore. They are ready for the caves. Scientist Sven. Yeah, so I think you're playing through a land where the gods have been cursed and sort of imprisoned, and your objective is to save them by defeating them and releasing them. Oh, so that hit me. But yeah, you get the idea. That's the gameplay, is that you sort of explore, and sometimes there'll be some puzzles and a little bit of fighting, and sometimes you just have to navigate through the environmental hazards like those poisonous beams. And it's very, very slow paced, so I don't think it's for everyone, but there's probably someone out there that would enjoy it, because it's extremely artistic, and the story is sort of fragments that you find along the way and have to piece together yourself. And the sound and the music and the ambience is very nicely done as well. So it's not a bad game. It's just something that you have to be a patient person and appreciate it for what it is to enjoy it. And I don't think that's for everyone. And I got bored, unfortunately, playing through the area with the purple beams, because it's all the same for half an hour. And also the boss fight is more purple beams, so that's just too much for me. But pick it up if you think it looks interesting. It's on Steam. It was just released today. I'll put the link in the description. I think it's about $6 or $7 or something like that. It's not an expensive game. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.